The design process. So what is a design process? Basically, a design process is what puts design thinking into practice. It is a framework used to develop an understanding of the design challenge or the identified problem. A design process enables the development and evaluation of ideas for solutions to problems. So now there are many steps in the design process, and we're going to go through and talk about some of them today. The first step is the design situation. What is the problem? What has to be solved, and can it be solved? We then move into analyzing the needs, and this is where we analyze the need and establish a design brief. We have to find out what has to be done in order to satisfy the need as outlined in the design situation, and we always have to look back at the needs, and once the project is finished we need to compare and say, does the project actually meet the needs that we set out to do right at the start of the project? We then need to establish the criteria. Now, the criteria are just the things that the project must have to satisfy the needs of the design brief. We then move to research and investigation. And in this step, you need to find out as much information as you can about the problem and also how to solve the problem. This will include going to the internet, looking for past designs, getting inspiration from certain other products that already exist. We then move into the development of the ideas. Now, you need to come up with a few different ideas and weigh up the options and see which one of those ideas will actually be best for creating the project. We then need to pick the best idea. So once we have all of our sketches, we then need to have our best idea, which will have all the ingredients for the project, which will include the different types of materials, the sizes, the different colors that will be used. We then get into the steps of construction, and this is basically our prototyping section. This is where we actually go and build the product. Now, if you're using CAD, you can use CAD to create the product. If you're doing it any other way, you can do it like that. But in here, you will need to list all the resources, tools and equipment and materials used to actually create the product. Once you finish the prototype, the final stage is the evaluation, and this is probably the most important stage of the project. So you need to ask yourself questions like, well, what did you actually make? Did it meet the needs of all of the design brief that you set out at the start of the project? Does it actually work? Could it be improved in any way? And then if you answered no to any of these questions, the design process starts again and you go back to the start. You re-establish the needs, you come up with different ideas, and then you keep on going, and it's a really cyclical process to get from the start to the finish.